Alright.
Here we go again.
Okay, so y'all know I don't do this when it comes to Has-Been and Hell of a Boss, well, I do, but not in video format, as I tend to just talk about the story and character designs in my videos, though I do usually vent in my community tab if people ask me what I'm thinking. But since I've reached my metaphorical end of the line, and the announcement, if you can call it that, felt more like keys jingling in my face to distract me from what was actually being said. So I just gotta rant this one out, because WTF, what even was that? It's not really even an announcement, but more like a glorified ad for Prime. And while yes, we are told the show still has full creative freedom and will now be bigger, which all great things, I'm not discrediting that, it's just the now added paywall and so-called crossover, which can you even really call it a crossover if they're living in the exact same universe and timeline? But either way, I am kind of 50-50 on the whole crossover thing, because what exactly is that gonna look like? Both shows go into completely different directions, though with Hell of a Boss dropping the whole Hitman for Hire, I guess it doesn't truly matter now. But still, who other than the Seven Deadly Sins is going to interact with each other? This also kind of punches even more holes in Has-Been Hotel's plot. Obviously they can explain it away, but we would all secretly know it's an excuse. Not to mention timeline-wise, there's no way Hell of a Boss went on its merry way when the extermination was going on. That makes no sense. And yeah, they're going to explain it away because they can now and kind of have to, but it just kind of messes with what's already been established, and unfortunately what's already been established is messy. So yeah, not sure what this will do, though I do feel this will only benefit Hell of a Boss more than it'll benefit Has-Been, which does make sense as it may not seem like it, but the hype and viewership for Hell of a Boss has dropped quite a bit since the first season, so I imagine the viewership is going to not be good. But this comment pretty much sums up my feelings on the whole crossover situation. They go, I'm just worried about the crossovers. I don't want fan service. I want the plot to make sense. I don't see how Hell of a Boss characters would contribute to Has-Been Hotel's storyline. Minor features with Easter eggs like characters in the background, yes, gimme that. But I don't feel like Charlie meeting Blitz or other characters from both shows interacting would make any sense, other than, oh look, a crossover. That's completely insignificant for the story that's already a mess with too many characters and bad execution. The only reasonable feature I can think are the sins. I want to see Charlie interacting with them because they're basically a family. I don't want Alistair and Moxie or freaking Luna in the same room. I don't want to wait a few years for a season just to get slapped in the face with fan service when I could get plot points that actually push the story ahead. On the other hand though, I feel like Hell of a Boss could really use some of Has-Been's characters like Lucifer or the V's or Carmilla or even the Angels, other than the Cherubs, interfering in IMP shenanigans because it would enrich the world building. To sum up, the crossover is a nice idea, but it has to be properly executed. Otherwise, it'll bring more unnecessary chaos to both shows. Yes, see, I agree with this 100% because, this will turn into fan service. 100%, I guarantee this will turn into a fan service situation and won't enhance any of the plots within the shows. If it's just for the shorts, maybe it'll be okay. But if they try to include it in actual episodes, I don't know what they're going to do with it, and I don't know how they're going to execute it the way that they want it to. Plus, with the added paywall, I'm not too sure including Has-Been characters is going to make someone buy a subscription for 2 shows, especially when we have no idea how it'll be posted on Prime, because all we got from the video was that season 3 now has 15 episodes, and that it'll take a month for the episodes to hit YouTube. So are we getting the whole 15 on Prime same day? Or are they doing 2 episodes a month, then dropping both episodes on YouTube a month later? Because I don't see Spindlehorse dropping 15 episodes at once or during the whole month, since a lot of the episodes usually have merch attached to them. So to constantly drop episodes back to back like that is just gonna flood fans with too much merch, which may sound like a good thing, but trust me, from a selling standpoint, it's not. And then there's the whole on Prime thing. Yes, we're told Viv has full creative control or control on cartoon cartoon based, but what does that mean for the episodes themselves? Like the runtime, is it less now or more uniform like has been? And timeline wise, does Prime expect deadlines and a schedule? Like the video made it seem Helluva Boss season 3 wasn't even started on yet, and they even mentioned animation takes time, but like Prime's kind of not nice about waiting. This also begs the question of marketing. Like I have zero idea what the contract entails, as this is still new, and unlike the amazing digital circus, this setup is not the same. Netflix isn't backing Glitch like Prime is for Helluva Boss, which I feel I should point out means that Helluva Boss is officially no longer indie, as indie literally means working independently and having no big financial backing. Also, yes, Glitch is still an indie studio that helps other people's projects get funding. I've seen people arguing about Glitch and the whole indie title with them, but yes, they are indie. They are still 100% indie. However, though, honestly, I am really not surprised that Helluva Boss is now backed by Prime, as it has been outsourcing since Truth Seekers. So this has been more so like a long walk to being picked up. But yeah, the marketing, sorry. What's that gonna look like? Because when Hasbin was picked up, merch was on hold until the show aired, and even then, it's been hell getting anything, unlike Helluva Boss. So how are merch sales going to look now? Heck, how's the Patreon going to look? A lot of people pay for sneak peek perks, but if Helluva Boss is attached to Prime, then what are they going to get? Like, just text cards with random info? Like, this feels like this isn't a good idea money-wise, but we'll have to wait and see, as this is all just me guessing outcomes. Honestly though, I think my biggest concern is the paywall and the month-long wait. Yes, I'm fine with waiting. Heck, that's not really the problem. It's more so in the lines of who is going to pay for it if it's just gonna end up on YouTube for free. Like, shit's already really expensive. Like, who is really gonna buy a subscription to watch 2 shows and nothing else once, then wait another year for more? Like, mathematically, that's a lot of money. And yes, you can kind of cancel subscriptions and just buy one and watch for that month, but if Helluva Boss is gonna drop episodes every month, then you're gonna have to stick around, which, like, no, that's still a lot of money for just 2 shows. Plus, that just opens the floodgates for spoilers for the people who can't afford it. So for about a month, people have to avoid the internet. Yeah, that's not gonna go over really well. And yes, pirating can and will happen, but there are people who don't want to do that and want to support how they can, and they can't really do that if they pirate. Like, you know, like the viewer support, they can't really do that. They can still do the merch, but like even then it feels kind of disconnected if you don't know what's going on. Honestly though, all I can really say is I don't think this is gonna go over well in the long run. Obviously, I'll take the L if proven wrong, but based on all the context and being in the fandom for so long, I just have a really bad feeling about this. Also, I find it funny they announced we were getting 4 seasons of Hazbin Hotel when we've known that for a while, and it's like, can we please just get a trailer or a release date for the 2nd season? Like, the articles are fine, don't get me wrong. Kind of wish you didn't spoil so much, but seeing as the panels are usually the time to shed some light on stuff, then yeah, Has-Been news would have been nice. I mean, it's Sunday as I record this. There's one more panel today, so who knows, maybe something will drop. But when I went last year, we got nothing on Sunday, so yeah, either way, this isn't really news, and it's 50-50 on where this can go for both shows, but to be 100% honest, the whole thing just felt like a cash grab opportunity, since a few days ago, Hot Topic dropped more merch, and the Occult Shop as well, and then the panel was nothing but more merch coming soon, and it's like, people are really broke, and shipping on Robot Shark is ridiculous, and Hot Topic too, so yeah, as a broke-ass bitch, no. Also, I see you. Do not put, well, you spent so much at WeaveCon. That doesn't count. I can hold back on online purchases, but when shit's in front of me, I can't stop myself. Anyway, that's all I really got to say about this. Also, if you're still excited about all this, then great. Awesome. I'm happy for you. I really wish I could be there with you. But if you're like me, tired, but want to see how it all ends, I'm here for you. I am here for you. Be here for me, okay? We will get through this. And for the people who can't pirate or buy a subscription, I'm so sorry for what the fandom is about to become, because I just know this is not going to go well in the fandom space. Anyway, though, bye, y'all.